Good afternoon, and welcome to another seething version of Diatribes from the Voice of Doom. Now here's your short-tempered and shrieking host, Voice of Doom. All right. Now I'm going to get mad. Everything you've seen for the last 2.5 years is going to pale in comparison to what I'm about to say to you now. I am pissed. Now, the more news that comes out about this attack in Israel, the worse it gets. Atrocities, babies being beheaded, people being shot in their beds, people being burned alive, people being tortured in old-fashioned Roman ways where they torture the kids in front of the parents, torture the parents in front of the kids, and then kill them. Now, we've seen atrocities before in history, and we'll probably see them again. But we don't see them very often in what used to be the United States, and we are going to. It is absolutely certain. So everybody better get ready and hunker down, because you're going to be in your bed one day, and people are going to burst in. Now, I knew there would be counter protests, and I know that there have been demonstrations across the globe praising this despicable action, and they have their own reasons for that. They say the oppressor should rise up against the oppressed, should rise up against the oppressor, and it's poetic justice or something. I don't know. All I know is they've been yelping and yammering about a two-state and free Palestine, and you give the people what they want, here's your area, and then they call it apartheid. Now, you can't win with these lefty stinking pieces of crap. And it's not so bad that a bunch of freaking idiots, even in what used to be United States cities, demonstrating in support of murdering thugs, worse than Nazis, worse than the Nazis. They can demonstrate, but when we have people in the halls of Congress supporting atrocities, that's when I gotta just say, that's it. I am done. Ilhan, Tlaib, Bush, all from states beginning with M. Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Massachusetts. Do away with those states. I'll never visit one. I'll never go to any of those states. I won't spend one dime there. If anything I see online is made in any of those states, I will not buy it. I will not step foot in their dirty, filthy, stinking states. That they would have the utter audacity to vote for these curs, these miserable wretches that deserve to get what they got in Israel. They deserve to be treated the same exact way, and I will not shed one alligator tear. Not one. I would enjoy it, because they're monsters, they're demons, they're devils, they're scum. They're the worst part of the universe, and they should be sent back to wherever the hell they came from, and that's where they did come from. So to hell with them. I don't want to even get into it because I'm going to get graphic of what I'd like to see happen. Because they deserve to have the same thing happen to them. And I have no compassion for their parents. They raised monsters. They had a union, an unholy union, which created a being which is doing nothing but misery for this planet and this universe. They need to be stamped out. I'm really pissed about this. Beheading babies, kidnapping people, saying we're going to kill a hostage every time we get bombed. People at home where their loved ones have been taken away, thinking they'll never see him again. Because even if they don't get killed right away, they're going to get killed in the aftermath when Israel obliterates Gaza. And just take it to its farthest extreme, because it's just going to escalate. Now, if I was in charge of Israel right now, I would send a notice, I would send leaflets over to Gaza saying we are going to obliterate this place, so get out while you can, but don't even think about heading east, and don't head south, and don't head north. You head straight into the damn Mediterranean, because that's the only place safe. It's only 25 miles by 3 miles, it's 75 square miles. I would have giant bulldozers, and I'd run across the whole place. And anyone in the way will just be swept away with it. And then rebuild. Now, as far as a two-state system, forget it. It's over. And then people saying, Israel should use restraint. Please don't escalate this thing. Just take it lying down. Just take your kids being beheaded lying down. I wouldn't. I'd be out for blood. And I wouldn't want it to be a quick death either. I would do to them just what they did to those civilians and soldiers and police officers in Israel. Maybe even worse. I wouldn't make it quick. But I'm just getting really pissed off. Now, don't escalate. Negotiate. We should have negotiated with Hitler while he was burning and gassing and murdering and hanging people based on their religion, based on their creed, based on their sexual orientation. We should have gone to the negotiating tables and said, well, what can we do to appease you so you stop killing millions of people? We didn't do that, did we? We leveled Germany. Not one brick was left standing. And everyone that was in charge of those atrocities, the top echelons killed themselves or were killed or were hung. You know what they did when they found the concentration camps and the death camps? Do you think they took the guards and the commandant and all the administrators, whoever was there, do you think they took them and arrested them and said, we'll put you on, we'll give you a fair trial? They gave them a fair trial. They shot them all. They executed them all on the spot. All the guards. They didn't want to wait for a court-martial or for a tribunal. The tribunal was before their very eyes. Piles of bodies. You are a guard up against the wall. That's what they did in World War II. And we need to do that again. And we may have to do it in what used to be the United States. Because some of these people don't deserve human rights. And some of them are in the halls of Congress. And they should be dealt with severely before they're killed. And that's that. It's going to be a short one. I just wanted to vent my rage. Absolutely apoplectic over this. And forget Palestine. That's not going to happen. Israel is not going to just say, we bombed you enough. Now let's go to the negotiating table. They're not going to stop until every last Hezbollah and Hamas is dead. And that's just the way it is. It's the way it should be. No sympathy. I have none. Not 1 ounce. I have no ounce of sympathy for anyone in Gaza. I don't care who you are. You could have nothing to do with it. You are guilty by association. And everyone in Minnesota and fucking Missouri and Massachusetts and New York are guilty by association. And when the bombs finally fall in Manhattan, don't look to me for sympathy. I'm not going to have it. They shouldn't be there. It's a den of sin. It's a hellhole. All those states. Get rid of them. And if you want to kill two birds with one stone, just put walls around each one of those states and stick all the damn people from Venezuela in there. And leave them to their own devices. You can take care of everything. These states no longer belong to what used to be the United States. They are now concentration camps. And there's a lot of good fishing in Minnesota. So they will live all right. So that's what I have to say about that. And it's only going to get worse. And the chickens are going to come home to roost right here in what used to be the United States. So don't be surprised if by Christmas time the entire atmosphere is laden with radioactive waste. Don't be surprised. Because now it's really happening. No more satire. No more conjecture. No more prognostication. It's happening. The world's coming to an end. Armageddon's here. We're all going to get blown up. Hunker down. Get some canned goods before the prices go sky high. And good luck to everyone. God bless humanity. Let's hope for the best. Get rid of the devils. Alright, that's it. I'm done. Bye.